I was reading some article recently about intelligence in corvids. Apparently they're a genus of birds. They're considered to be the most intelligent. That includes crows and ravens and jayhawks and a bunch of other birds I can't remember off the top of my head. But apparently these birds are able to pass what this self-awareness test that scientists administer, where they put a mark on the bird with ink or something on the bird's body and show its reflection in the mirror. And if they go to try to groom themselves of that mark, it means they're aware that the thing that's in the mirror is itself, and so they have some sort of self-awareness and are able to pick it off. And apparently the animals that are able to do this, to pass this test, are humans, obviously, higher primates, greater apes, but not monkeys, apparently. Dolphins, whales, cetaceans, and corvids. Yeah. So, so those are kind of the animals that are considered more intelligent by science. But in a sense, there's another sense in which I think a lot of scientists will tell you that intelligence is an elusive concept. There's actually different kinds of intelligence, and what we think of as the most intelligent animals are simply those animals that have the kind of intelligence that is most familiar to us. Problem solving, self-awareness, future planning, things like that. But if you look at a spider, I wouldn't know how to move around 8 legs and not trip over each other. I wouldn't know how to spin this elaborate web, by directing my body in that direction. And we say that's instinct. Well, I think it's habit. And I think so much of thinking is habit, and it's how we enact our environment. And so I think we first start with enacting our immediate environment and how we navigate through it. Then you develop. Then with humans, you develop societies, and then you have to enact social environments as well. And that's where I think a lot of intelligence comes from. The most intelligent, what we think as the most intelligent animals, tend to be social animals. And I think that's no coincidence. You basically have to be more intelligent, or you have to have something more like what we call intelligence, in order to enact a social environment. And then with literacy, I think we added a third layer to that, and that's what I think. Intelligence is so closely associated with scholarship these days. Is an intelligent person who reads a lot, who engages in a lot of arguing. That we're able to enact. In a sense, the literate world is its own kind of world to enact, and studying is we're enacting the thoughts of others going past, and that there's this buildup of information that's happened rapidly over history because of people writing things down and passing on knowledge in a way that enacting an environment that doesn't provide. So I think that that's why I really like this whole enactive paradigm. I think there's so much to understand about intelligence, but by understanding relationship to one's environment, that you can't get from just looking at brain size. I think that our association of intelligence or thinking with the nervous system. I mean, obviously there's some correlation, but consider our brain size with like the brain size of a dog with that of a raven. It doesn't even compare. Yet the raven apparently displays self-awareness, while the dog doesn't. And I like dogs. I'm a big dog person, but I mean, so some of them talk about brain to body ratio. I think it's all about how many environments you have to enact. So I guess that's it for now. Peace.